Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of my tarot podcast. I don't know if you are interested in astrology, but some strange conjunctions are about to happen, especially, with the transit of Mars having started, I think on the 12th of July, and then obviously the 15th and the 16th of July with the Mars Uranus and the Algol, all of them, coming together. Everybody on YouTube has their doomsday videos and all of that stuff, and obviously the political situation and with what happened yesterday and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to dedicate this episode to all zodiac signs one by one and give you guys a spiritual message. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one card for each zodiac sign, and I will give you just maybe something, a motivational, a spiritual message, whatever you need to hear right now as we are going through these strange times. So I'm going to start with the fire signs. Let's start with Aries, okay? And the card that I have for Aries is the Queen of Wands. This is a time for you to be really outspoken, okay? Sometimes you really need to get what you have in your head, what you have in your heart. You need to get that out. Keeping things inside of you is only going to cause you more ordeal and more mental, emotional, psychological pain. Yes, sometimes, silence is gold, but not always, because sometimes people might interpret your silence as weakness, and you are not a weak person. Aries is not a weak sign, I have to say. Aries is one of the most vocal signs, actually. So be yourself. Do not hold anything back, but, by saying that also, don't come from a place of either vengeance, making somebody pay, or trying to maybe, do not spread bad energy, negative energy. Obviously, intentions always matter, okay? Whatever you need to do it with the good intentions, but be also outspoken and honest about it, so people also know where your boundaries are. It's important, okay? And so the next fire sign, we have Leo. And the card for Leo, wow, these, kings and queens and all of that. So we have the King of Pentacles for Leo. As we are approaching the Leo season, obviously. Now, sometimes you might actually show yourself as like on the outside. Hey, when people are looking at you, Leo is having, a good time. Leo feels confident and secure. Leo feels, good, and everything is just going for the Leo. Everything is fine. People see you as like, this person who is very confident, this person who is very, cool, calm, and collected. Make sure that you are not trying to mask your vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Now, I'm not saying that obviously show your weaknesses and vulnerabilities to everyone. Those things we really, we have to keep them for the people who appreciate us, right? I say we, us, but I'm not a Leo, obviously. But so, first of all, don't trust everyone. Pick your people wisely. But what is important here is you being honest with yourself. Are you really trying to run away from your weaknesses or your sadness or your frustration or whatever you are going through? It is important to be honest with yourself. You don't have to show it to anyone, but you cannot really run or hide from it, okay? So you maybe need to have some inner conversations with yourself and meditate and do maybe some shadow work. maybe to be able to face your inner demons in a more effective way. Let's put it that way. Okay, that is just what you need to do. Focus more on yourself, but do it really honestly. Okay. Sagittarius is the next sign. We have the Lord of the Success Unfulfilled. Why do I say that? It's the Seven of Pentacles. Historically, this card is called the Lord of the Success Unfulfilled. You are wasting your time on the wrong things. Some of you are. Okay, some of you are wasting your time on the wrong things or wrong people. You just have to realize that, whatever energy you're putting into something or someone right now for you, a specific situation or a specific person, look, it might not give you the kind of outcome that you desire. So if you have a new business venture or business idea, make sure that make sure that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, make sure that you build some kind of security system for yourself. Financial security, obviously, is what I'm talking about, and or if it's a romantic situation, also emotional security. Maybe you are focused on someone who is not really appreciating you so well. So maybe it's time to say goodbye to that person and look at other options around you. Or if this is like a financial career type of decision, well, focus also on like a 360 degrees, look at all of the opportunities and don't stick with just one thing, but also make sure, for instance, if you want to start an online business, don't choose just this one platform and just be on this one platform, but maybe choose multiple platforms. So, there is a little bit of a balance. And so when something happens with one, the other one can actually still, bring you something, you know what I mean? So there is that. Now we are moving on to air signs, and the first air sign is going to be Gemini. And Gemini, we have the Three of Cups. You need to, first of all, work on your support system. Sometimes when we are dealing with personal issues, emotional issues, we might feel the withdrawal energy. We might feel withdrawn. We might feel a little bit introverted or whatever. And you really need to have of course, everybody needs a good support system, and make sure that actually, you connect with your people, the people who really know you, who appreciate you, and keep those people close to you. And don't be afraid of, asking for help when you need help, when you need support, because the Three of Cups shows that you do indeed have a good support system around you. And maybe if you don't talk about anything, they don't know what is wrong. They don't know you might need help. They don't know anything, right? So you just have to maybe give it a call to someone or send a message, all right? And also for some of you, it could be that whatever you're working on, success is waiting for you right around the corner, because the Three of Cups is also the card of success, okay? And so maybe you are hoping to get an answer from someone, or maybe you're working on a project and wondering what the outcome is going to be. I think you are going to get out of this situation with success. So kudos to you, okay? And Libra, we have the Empress card for you. Libra, you need to maybe, you are going towards a period of time when you need to be a little bit more creative. Some people might say, well, I don't have any hobbies. Look, everybody has hobbies. I think you need to really find some time or create some time to, spend your time with creative activities. It could be painting, it could be music, it could be photography, graphic work, writing for some people, for example. I think a new cycle is beginning for you, and this creative activity doesn't need to become a business. For some of you, it can be a business. Maybe, the universe is telling you, hey, you've had this talent for a long time and you've always wanted to start this maybe art business, craft business, or whatever it is, a creative business. Maybe you want to publish a book, maybe you want to record an album. Well, the time is now. Work on that, okay? Or if you have different kinds of career paths, you might be, maybe this creative activity will bring you some kind of healing energy and will help you rejuvenate, recharge your batteries. Okay, so you definitely need to do something creative. Aquarius, we have the strength card for you, Aquarius. The strength card is the Leo season. So obviously it could be that maybe in the Leo season, maybe some important changes will happen for you. And it could be that maybe you are going to have to, maybe your strength will be tested, is all I can say. When you look at the strength card, we have two characters, right? The tamer and the tamed. So it's like the two sides of one coin. Obviously, we have our strengths and we also have our weaknesses. Don't let your weaknesses control you. Don't let your weaknesses overpower you. Aquarius, you are a very intuitive sign, and use your intuition and do not doubt your intuition, because the strength card is telling you that whatever ordeal you are going to experience, you do have the capacity and you have the tools to deal with that, okay? So you need to give yourself a little bit more credit than you actually do. And again, obviously, do not doubt your intuition. Now, we are moving on to water signs here. And so we are in the Cancer season, and we're starting with Cancer. And we have the Four of Wands here, stability. That is what you need to focus on right now. Maybe some of you could be experiencing a period of transition from one thing to another, and or trying to make a decision. So your focus must be on bringing stability into your life, okay? This could be a career decision. This could be a relationship, marriage for some of you. And instead of maybe just burning the bridges, or instead of turning your back and walking away from someone or some situation, think about maybe how you can actually bring back stability into this existing connection or existing situation, and try to fix what needs to be fixed, because there is still hope. There is still something to be saved here, okay? It's not really something that you should walk away at this moment, because the universe is telling you here, actually, this is, if you work on this and if you try to fix the situation, you might actually bring it to a point where it is actually much more stable now than it was before, okay? And so stability must be your focus for this season now. And Pisces, now, Pisces, your card is Knight of Pentacles. Oh, going around in circles and not really getting anywhere. I applaud your determination, Pisces. You are quiet, or you are quietly focused, or quietly determined, quietly goal-oriented type of person. You don't necessarily speak your mind. You don't necessarily let everyone know what you are trying to do or what you want to achieve. And you experience your obstacles on your own and trying to make things on your own now. But I do feel like if you insist on doing that, things are going to be delayed even more, and you might find yourself going round and round in circles without achieving anything. So I think the time for you is to sit down and evaluate, and maybe, hey, don't be so shy. Ask for help. I said it to another sign just a while ago. I can't remember which sign it was now, but sometimes really it is better to ask for help, as some kind of advice, some kind of guidance. Okay. And I think if you do that, you might hear maybe some encouraging ideas or some suggestions, maybe some options, opportunities that you haven't really thought about or noticed, because maybe, going around in cycles, maybe you are too focused on this one thing and there are 30 other things that are happening around you, but you don't really pay attention to that. Okay. So don't be like that. Communicate with people. Scorpio, your card is Eight of Wands. Move forward. Whatever idea it is, move forward with that, because this is the card of definitely taking action. Okay, so don't wait any longer. You want to travel. You want to ask someone out, do that. You want to reconcile with your ex, do that. Okay, at least moving forward can bring you two things. Either it's going to be a yes or it's going to be a no, but in either situation it will be an answer. Okay, if it's a yes, that's great. And I think with the Eight of Wands, to me, for many of you, actually, whatever you are trying to achieve, you are meant to get it. But for some people, it could be a no. And in that case, well, it's a no. Okay, well, then I got my answer, which means that I can clear my mind off of this and move on and move forward. Okay, so it could be interpreted as such also. But sit down and think about it forever. It's not going to bring you any kind of answer. It's not going to bring you any kind of solution either. I see, So, just take that step, and it's almost like jumping into the pool, and not worry about the cold water, because you're just gonna actually get used to the temperature of the water in a matter of seconds. But you are going to achieve something, right? It might not be the thing that you want, but it will be an answer. Okay, now let's go to the earth signs. Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, your card is lots of kings and queens today. King of Swords. Taurus, step away from whatever it is and just think about things from a logical and reasonable, rational standpoint. Think of it this way. I always give this answer when I do my readings. Think of it as a photograph, okay? And you are looking at that photograph on your computer or on your cell phone. And if you zoom into the picture too much, it becomes blurry and pixelated. So you just lose focus because you don't have the whole picture in front of you. And you need to zoom out so you can see the full picture with more clarity, right? And your situation, if you find yourself in a situation where you are emotionally too involved, well, what can happen is that remove yourself emotionally from that situation. Think of yourself as a third person looking at your situation, but you are someone else. Okay, and what kind of advice would you give to yourself as the third person, a third pair of eyes, right? So that's what you need to do. Zoom out and see the whole picture. Otherwise, you are going to be too emotionally involved, and it's not good. Take it as it resonates. It can be a career, love situation, personal situation, and so on and so forth. So, Virgo. Virgo, the Lover's card for you. Well, for some of you, it could be that maybe you are about to meet someone who might turn out to be the love of your life, a soulmate energy. Or if you are already in a relationship, it can mean that maybe your relationship is going to take in a better direction. Or if you do not have any problems in the love department, it could be that this is a time for you to actually take better care of yourself. Because when you look at the Lover's card, we have the masculine energy, feminine energy, and the spiritual energy, okay? So it is like the inner trinity that we have inside us. It has nothing to do with Christianity, Trinity, that thing. But we all have our masculine energy, feminine energy, and spiritual energy. And these three things need to be really balanced for us to be, more balanced and healthier physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally. When one of these things are overpowering our lives, then we are also off balance. So if you do not have any problems in the love department, maybe it means that you need to work on your self-love and self-care. Okay. And Capricorn, we got the Hermit card for you. It's a time for you to introspect. Okay, the Hermit card is about introspection. And maybe, you have to look at what you've done so far in life and what you really want for your future. Maybe you need to make some changes, and important ones. Or maybe you need to walk out of a situation, or maybe you need to walk into a situation, or whatever it is. Before you take any action, think twice, but also think about how you identify with that situation or with that person. Okay. Do not rush any decisions. Do not take any, don't do anything on the impulse, but just give it time and think more thoroughly about it, the pros and cons, and how it will impact your life, how it will affect you. Okay, so it needs to make sense for you. It needs to suit you. It needs to fit you. Okay, so therefore, don't try to please other people just because you don't want to say no, or just because you don't want to hurt anyone. But, also don't think about doing the right thing for yourself. Do not look at it as being selfish, because at the end of the day, you matter, right? You are the most important thing in your life. So if you say yes to something half-heartedly, know that you are going to suffer from it. So don't put yourself in that situation. Okay, so right, the latest astrological developments, and also other developments, sort of prompted me to actually do this type of podcast, which is not my intention, but I kind of found myself going down the rabbit hole, watching all those videos and doomsday videos on YouTube and all of that. So I just thought, maybe, I need to relax. And what do I want to do? Maybe I need to give some kind of a relaxing message or positive message to people today, and maybe put some kind of positive energy into the universe. And I wish healing for the whole world. Okay, so talk to you guys. Bye.